Alright guys, back again with another update. Now we're looking at GNS, okay, and we've been watching this for a minute. This is the stock with the CEO Roger Hamilton, heavily shorted, but the CEO is actually taking steps to combat these guys, right? So they actually have I believe they have a dividend coming up that they want to give out, a special dividend. They got a lot of tricks that they're planning on doing. All I know is today they had a news come out, right, press release, and what it was the task force that they hired. Remember when the crazy task force craze was getting all over Wall Street and all the stocks that were saying we're going after illegal naked short sellers, and their stocks started pumping. Well, that task force has now sued parties today based off of that. Okay, now the parties' names are, I don't know, I haven't done any digging. This, as far as I know, is that's all I care about right now. It's because I want to see. I want, the law. I understand that the lawsuit has to work out first, but what I want to see is the special dividend actually given out. Now, I don't really care how many, how long that takes. Do what you got to do. I'm just telling you what I'm looking for to make the stock price go up. Could this make the stock price go up too? Because maybe some people are actually afraid of them suing them and getting discovery, and I could see why they would be. Okay, I think this, actually thinking about it, it might actually have a positive effect on the stock price in the short term. So let's see what we're looking at here. All right, so based off of the charts right now, I don't really see anything that's really popping off yet. I mean, I'm guessing that you would have to get back up to this level, right? $7.26 in order to be talking about getting back in the game, back up to $8. But what I want to look at is these right here are indicators, right? Because I'm hoping that these will load up pretty quick. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so this one right here even on the 1 hour, okay, the MACD, you can tell that it flipped. Let's make it a little bit bigger, right? You can tell that it flipped green, right? So what these indicators are used for, we've talked about them before, but normally this is like an indication of, okay, here comes some bullish price action, right? Like going back up. The RSI is still low. I'd like to see this at 50, but not bad. CCI, this is still negative, but it's not scary negative. This is closer to zero, okay, than it is to what it could possibly be at. And then the stochastics, again, this is another indicator just like the MACD. I kind of use it like the MACD for when a move is either about to initiate or start running. And it's normally when the blue flips to red for me. The colors change based on different, trading platforms. For me, it's blue and red. Whenever that happens and it's down here and it looks like it's about to cross the 2188, so we got all that room to run on the hourly, right? It's not as important, the hourly, as the daily. So what's this telling me? You're looking at the stochastics, you're like, oh, it's got more room to the downside. Another way to look at this is it's close to a reversal, right? And this is the daily. Close to a reversal, CCI is still negative 139. RSI is at 54 though. Okay, so neutral and for a run. MACD is still looking like, you could say that it's got more room to the downside. I'd understand that. Weekly is what I'm pulling up right now. Okay. Again, I see still green down there on the weekly. RSI is at 61, CCI is still at 81 overall. Okay, so it's still running hot, right? But fun fact here, okay, so now you could get a little triangle out of this. Let me show if I can hit you up with something. Something like that. Something like that, right? Where's this possible breakout? $7.23 again. So $7.23 level. That's interesting, but not really. This is just just an update. Out of all the rest of them are more time apparent. But for some reason, I get a feeling about GNS for tomorrow. Because when it runs, you're thinking $7.23. You know, it's way up there. But when it has its days, the thing has its days, and it moves, dollars like it's nothing. So it could be at 7.23 tomorrow if it wanted to, you know, just off of a good day. It could be there, and then we could be talking about, oh, GNS is about to run. So this is just one to advance. Keep your eye on. I'm putting this one out because I feel a little bit bad about LUNR because I was watching it a week ago when it had IPO'd and it went up to 33, and I was telling myself, I was like, okay, this is probably gonna run because it looks like it's gonna run. It's just one of those IPOs. The tricks that they've been playing, on Wall Street is a whole bunch of them, but they've been playing these IPOs whenever they need liquidity or whenever the market is in a tough spot based off of what they wanted to do. Now I'll talk about the whole overview of the market when we get to talking about the SPY, which I will come out update video on. But off of that big chart that we just drew, look at how close that is to that. That's not bad. Look at that, you know. And this line right here, this is the next time it has it move, when it goes past 796, I think it's gonna hit somewhere on this, Okay, so if we're going over here, it's probably gonna break out of this triangle right here. It's probably going to be around $11.75. And this over $10 this is game time over $10. But let me show you the measured move that it would be out of this triangle. And this is a weird funky triangle. And let me be fair, since this is the only part that I actually touched and hit down. And that's probably still too much, but either way. Breakout around here, I'm guessing. I think tomorrow might be interesting. But either way, let's say right here. That's 965. So it's far fetched from there, but again, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It could always break down, and it could always not even be a legit one because I just drew that in a second. I just saw something on the weekly that I wanted to look at, because I thought it was interesting. I'm looking to see if I see anything else. You can actually probably get a broadening, ascending wedge out of this from here to here and up to here. But I'm not gonna do that. Either way, GNS, check it out. I think it can get interesting this week. If not, I mean, we have so many others, but just watch GNS. Just have a weird feeling about it. Okay, so this is all for this video. On to the next one.